What's up, everybody? It is Matt from Electric All Wheel. I am here in my favorite city in the U.S., Chicago, Illinois. Scott Hardesty allowed me to come join him on this adventure, and we were given the privilege by Steve Goldman to check out the Wired Scout 72 volt, 35 amp hour, dual battery, 2,000 watt rear hub, 5,000 watt max awesome machine. This thing is a speed demon and a powerhouse, 180 Newton meters of torque. We took this up the steepest street in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania yesterday. I have been nonstop traveling since coming from Tampa to Chicago, then Pennsylvania, so we could get our hands on this Wired Scout, and I'm so thankful for it. The color of this bike is amazing, and I cannot wait for the rest of you to experience this machine. What I wanted to do was share that our universal thumb throttle kit does actually work on the Wired Scout. So I'm going to take you through an installation of this and then show you that it does function with the Wired Scout in all of its tremendous power. If you don't know Scott Hardesty, check out Scott's channel. He does excellent reviews on YouTube at Scott Hardesty from youtube.com. That's youtube.com/@ Scott Hardesty. I really want to thank him for allowing me to come here and use his filming space to actually do this install. And then we're actually going to go out into Chicago tomorrow and do a review of this bike. We actually have another Wired Freedom off to the side, the 60 volt class, that we'll be riding alongside with this bike. If you haven't already, give us a like and subscribe on YouTube. It is our primary, and if you're in the area, check out e-bikes of Tampa Bay, Florida. Get in the Facebook group, make an event, and go for a ride with your friends. Let's just get to it. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and get this grip off. You're going to need to do the same on the other side, but this is first and primary because it is holding the half grip twist. So I know my throttle is loose, perfect. Now, when I'm looking at this, don't forget your cap here on the end of the handlebars. I'm just going to pull the grip and the cap will come with it. Perfect. I'm going to make sure that this goes right back on to the grip itself. There we go. And go ahead and undo the neoprene sleeve. And I know that the thinner gauge wire here, the smaller, or it's actually the larger gauge, but the smaller thickness and wire is the throttle. And you will see a 3-pin Gillette here. So that's loose. And what I'm going to do is undo the wiring. There we go. So all this cable management, Brad says these look like old phone cords, which I would definitely agree. Set that over there to hold. Now here is the cable. Since I've got that loose, I'm going to go ahead and slide this out. There we are. There will be an insert here holding the end of the throttle stable, so don't worry. So I'm going to get into my universal thumb throttle kit. And it comes with grips for the replacement. Now, coincidentally, the color coding on the extension for this universal kit matches the Wired Scout and the other Wired bikes. So that's a really good thing. We like that. I'm going to take my thumb throttle. So now I can tell I'm going to have to back out some of this. There we go. And now, This works direct color for color. I know this because I've tested wired before, but otherwise you would use the color combinations and then check out the product listing on the website to see the different color combinations to test on your bike, so long as it has the 3-pin Joulette that looks like this on the female connector side and this on the male connector side. 3-pin waterproof Gillette connector, which this is what it is. And it's a little orange on this housing, but it's the same thing. It will work. So what I'm going to do, the very first thing, regardless of the bike, you will go ahead and go color for color for the connections. Like so, and now I just have an extension. Now here's my throttle, so I'm going to plug in the end that works. Making sure to line up my arrows. Remember to line up your arrows and be very careful about the pins. If the pins are messed up in installation, the warranty is voided. This is very important because this stuff is necessary to make sure the connections are good. So don't mess this up. Make sure you look at the faces of these connectors and line up these arrows when you're doing it. So now I'm going to take this end and plug it in right here. There we go. And now I'm actually going to use the wired neoprene sleeve to help hold all this in. But first, I'm going to go ahead and get my cable management wrapped up into it. Perfect. Let me come over here and get all of these cables in. There we go. Now I'm going to take and bundle this up. There we go. The wired sleeve is on there. Now let's demonstrate that this works. Now this bike is heavy, so you guys don't hold it against me. I think I can get it done. There we go. Has one. Beautiful. Listen to that thing hum. You can actually see that the chain has come off while we were transporting it. Let me go ahead and get that back on so it looks proper for my photos when I'm done. One more time. Oh my. All right, now let's bring it back and finish this up. Now the kit does come with grips and also a neoprene sleeve. So this sleeve is meant to be just like this wired sleeve. It's unbranded, so it'll work on any of your e-bikes that can make this connection, and then you just find the combination in color for the extension cable that will work. And it also comes with 3 different adapters. There is a mini Joulette, there is the mini J. Now some of you might recognize this connector from eCells, which is now gone out of business, but that was an eCells connector. And then there is a switch, so a female connector, so it can reverse the orientation of the connection here and make sure that it will fit a broader range of products. So there are 3 adapters as well. So here are your grips. It does come with caps. And I'm just looking at the end to make sure. That in there. And tighten this throttle real quick. Now I like to have mine in at rest so that my thumb is out straight, so just make sure that it suits your fancy whatever it is that you're going to do. There's one more over here. There you go. Now just level it out against the other side. And then give it a tighten. And there it is. Thumb throttle, it does work. This is a nice set right here. It sets up really, really nice. And then you have the matching grip for the left-hand side. And there she is. Well, there you have it. We have successfully installed the universal thumb throttle kit on the Wired Scout. Want to give a special shout out to Steve Goldman for allowing me the privilege to actually experience this bike before it got into the hands of the general consumer in the US. This thing is every bit worth the pennies that are spent for it, and it does live up to the Wired brand name and the expectations that those who bought it are seeking. So that's the best endorsement I can give you. You won't believe it until you try it. There's nothing I can do to tell you any more than to express it is like reliving the first moment when you get on an e-bike and have that e-bike smile. So you definitely want to check out the Wired Scout, check out the Universal Thumb Throttle Kit. We will leave links for all of the products in the description below, so check out those products and the electric all-wheel store. We will also leave link for aftermarket tires and a link for the Wired Scout from the affiliate program of Wired. We really want to thank Steve Goldman for that as well. So if you guys decide to go ahead and get a bike, I implore you to use those links. Those links help keep this channel going, and it is at no extra cost to you. So for all of those electric all-wheel viewers, there's an affiliate link below. We will be working towards understanding the pricing program and what will come out of that as well. So stay tuned. We will have a Predator in the future, so stay tuned for that. We'll check on getting the thumb throttle on there as well. I'm going to have to probably give some rock, paper, scissors competition to Scott to see who gets to ride it the most. But either way, it's going to be a good day. Look at this color. If you haven't already, give us a like and subscribe on YouTube. It is our primary, and if you're in the area, check out e-bikes of Tampa Bay, Florida. Get in that Facebook group, make an event, and go for a ride with your friends. We'll talk to you next time.